I seen him on something. He looked like a bum.
Floyd?
Yeah, he was looking like a bum. Had like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is,
I don't know.
where the money went to?
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, what y'all say earlier?
He ran up $1 billion.
What'd you say earlier, John?
Surprised at all. It's
Money
who he
Mayweather.
is. It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of.
People don't like Floyd.
You start a business, but I need
People
you guys
do
to
not like somebody.
Floyd Mayweather's extravagant gift of a Mercedes-Benz S63E performance worth around $186,000 to his sister is the latest example of how he continues to display his wealth while pushing back against financial concerns. His Instagram post showing the luxury car wrapped with red ribbons and accompanied by a heartfelt message was more than a simple family gift. It also appeared to reinforce the wealthy image he has built over the years. However, beneath these polished displays, there are still ongoing questions about his financial situation and whether everything is as secure as he wants the public to believe.
Boxing news allegations that Floyd Money Mayweather has gone broke. Now, personally, I don't believe it, but you got Tank making posts, you got...
Mayweather's lifestyle still includes private jets, expensive shopping trips, and six-figure gifts. On the surface, very little seems to have changed. But these public displays of wealth now appear more defensive than celebratory. His recent trip to the Bay Islands aboard his $50 million Gulfstream jet came with the same familiar message that Money Mayweather is still living at the highest level. Yet the more strongly he tries to prove that his finances are untouchable, the more attention those claims receive. As a result, questions about his financial stability continue to grow.
I close the door with my arm, with my hand, whatever you want to say. I'm not supposed to do that. This Floyd, push the button. Let's go.
A closer look at Mayweather's businesses reveals concerns that his constant displays of wealth cannot easily hide. Reports involving his Mayweather Boxing Plus fitness gyms and other investments have painted a different picture. Some employees, including coaches and managers, have claimed they were underpaid or in certain cases received no payment at all. Former general manager Samria Baldin described broken promises, unpaid wages, and serious personal financial struggles. Her account of how working under the Mayweather brand affected her life is difficult to match with the image of someone casually spending nearly $200,000 on a luxury vehicle as a gift.
No pay!
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work,
Dedication!
no pay.
Money Mayweather where?
I don't see you.
I don't.
These accusations cannot simply be brushed aside with another expensive Instagram post. When workers claim they spent months without receiving proper payment while dealing with serious financial pressure, it suggests possible problems within the organization. It may point to poor management or deeper financial issues. Spending personal money on luxury items is one thing, but when business problems begin affecting ordinary people who rely on their income, it creates a much more serious concern that flashy wealth cannot easily cover.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing.
Amir Khan, a longtime critic and former rival of Mayweather, has never been shy about discussing what he believes could be the consequences of Floyd's attitude and spending habits. Khan has spoken about karma, and his comments connect with a feeling shared by some people in the boxing and business worlds. He believes Mayweather's public image of endless wealth may not be as secure as it appears. Khan has also criticized Floyd's extreme displays of luxury, including spending large amounts at clubs and showing off heavily diamond-covered watches. In his view, such behavior can appear especially insensitive in a world where many people continue to struggle financially.
Gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at...
More questions have emerged following reports from Business Insider that examined Mayweather's claimed real estate purchases in New York City. A lack of public property records linking him to some of these alleged investments has raised doubts about whether certain parts of his financial empire have been presented accurately. For a businessman who regularly promotes his wealth and investments, this absence of clear ownership records naturally creates questions about what he actually owns.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money. All that money. And it took, it's been 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on day to day, month to month. Like I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Instead of directly addressing these concerns, Mayweather has continued using the strategy that has defined his public image for years by showing even more luxury. After facing criticism, he returned to Instagram and displayed another collection of expensive watches. One custom watch covered in 145 carats of diamonds was reportedly worth close to $2 million. The display was another reminder of the Money Mayweather persona. But rather than ending the questions, it appeared to create even more of them. When someone feels completely secure about their wealth, there is usually little need to repeatedly prove it. The more Floyd showcases his fortune, the more people question what may be happening behind the scenes.
He's now still fighting these random people in random places. Yeah. For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. He can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow. Invest in Prime, huh?
The controversy surrounding Mayweather's tipping incident at Selfridges in London has also added to the criticism. During an expensive shopping trip, Floyd reportedly gave $2,000 to security guards as a tip. It was later revealed that the workers did not receive the money because store management redirected the tips to charity. Although Mayweather may not have controlled what happened to the money, the situation still created an uncomfortable contrast with his public image of generosity. To viewers, he appeared to be giving generously, but the employees themselves ended up disappointed. The incident once again raised questions about the image of generosity that Mayweather works so hard to maintain.
Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayobus. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards, but this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million.
Mayweather's supporters argue that he is being targeted simply because of his success, and that critics are looking for reasons to attack someone who reached the highest level of fame and wealth. There is some truth to the idea that wealthy celebrities often attract envy and resentment. However, not every criticism can be explained by jealousy. In this case, there are reported concerns involving financial decisions, business disputes, and allegations from workers that suggest deeper issues. Showing expensive watches and cars does not answer claims about unpaid wages or disputed business deals. At 48, Mayweather is also no longer the young, undefeated superstar who could silence criticism with another massive pay-per-view payday. His current income depends more heavily on exhibition fights, overseas appearances, and the value of his personal brand. Those events can still generate significant money, but they are far removed from the 9-figure payouts he earned during his prime.
Ask me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and...
Without the huge fight purses he once earned on a regular basis, maintaining his lifestyle becomes much harder. Businesses such as Mayweather Boxing Plus Fitness and his real estate investments were expected to create reliable income after his main boxing career. However, reports of problems within his gyms suggest that those plans may not have worked as expected. Mayweather has also encouraged people to look into cryptocurrency, including the ACT token. But considering the other financial controversies surrounding him, some observers see these promotions as more concerning than promising. Instead of looking like a strong investment move, his involvement can appear like another attempt to generate money while questions about his finances continue.
Always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself. And I believe that it's going to be, another cryptocurrency that's going to be just as large as Bitcoin someday. It's okay. That's no different from Uber and Lyft.
Mayweather's latest promotional activity includes publicly supporting Acme Wurawat and the ACT token. The problem is that the cryptocurrency market is filled with failed projects and rug pulls involving celebrities who attach their names to deals in exchange for money. Even though Mayweather has spoken positively about ACT and shared a personal story about exchanging gifts with Acme, the promotion has raised questions. A hoodie carrying his image and a $150,000 watch do not erase his controversial history with financial endorsements. The crypto industry is especially vulnerable to hype becoming more important than the actual value of a project, and Mayweather's previous experiences in this area make the situation even more closely watched.
Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and
Mayweather has already faced legal consequences for failing to disclose payments connected to promotions of questionable investments. In 2018, the SEC fined him for promoting a fraudulent initial coin offering without revealing that he had been paid for the promotion. Now he is once again involved in promoting another cryptocurrency token. No matter how polished the announcement may appear, the situation raises questions about whether the goal is truly to create a useful opportunity for investors or simply to profit from Mayweather's name while his influence remains strong. The repeated displays of expensive watches, luxury gifts, private jets, and questionable crypto promotions can make his financial position look less like effortless wealth and more like an effort to prove that his empire is still intact.
You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore.
The ACT partnership also needs to be viewed in the right context. More than 158,000 holders and $456 million in reported trading volume may sound impressive, but cryptocurrency projects can sometimes present numbers that do not fully reflect genuine investor interest. Trading activity can be influenced by insiders or automated systems rather than real demand. DeFi projects especially depend on trust, transparency, and strong financial information. Having Mayweather as the public face of a project while his own financial dealings are being questioned does little to reassure critics. When someone who is accused of owing money to a YouTube personality from a past fight begins promoting where people should put their money, it naturally creates concern. The dispute involving Logan Paul adds another question to the picture surrounding Mayweather's financial empire.
Did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know that.
Logan Paul has publicly accused Mayweather of owing him millions from their 2021 exhibition fight. Floyd has dismissed the claim by explaining that pay-per-view revenue can continue arriving long after an event takes place. However, major boxing promotions generally provide fighters with guaranteed payments after an event, while additional pay-per-view revenue is distributed later. The idea that payments from fights many years ago are still arriving does not necessarily reassure people about the situation. Instead, it raises more questions about how the money from those events was handled and whether delayed payments are being used to explain the ongoing dispute.
Okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're gonna puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
Another concern came from a Business Insider report that questioned Mayweather's claimed real estate investments in New York. The report found no property records connecting him to certain purchases he had publicly discussed. Despite Floyd regularly highlighting his real estate portfolio, the same issue continues to appear with major claims sometimes lacking clear public evidence. That gap between what is publicly presented and what can be confirmed through records continues to raise questions about the true size and strength of his property empire.
Yeah. And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather has built his brand around the idea that he is untouchable and that money continues to come to him without difficulty. But the more aggressively he tries to maintain that image, the more questions seem to appear. Instead of directly addressing every concern, Floyd continues to rely on extravagant displays of wealth. His social media is filled with images of $2 million diamond-covered watches, luxury car collections, private jet trips, and new cryptocurrency partnerships such as ACT. These displays keep the Money Mayweather image alive, but they also ensure that every new financial concern receives even more attention.